but we are here, and we are going to run this broadcast very, very shortly, like right now. First of all, folks, if you want to help the ministry, visit us, paypal.me/JBM Vineyard, or send check or money order to James Farkas Ministries, Box 762, Manchester, Georgia 31816. If you'd like to ship us some Bibles for the link to the word ministry, by all means, get it to us. 302 West 3rd Street, Manchester, Georgia 31816. We'll also let you know prayer requests and testimonies, jbmprayer@live.com. Booking for events and revivals, JBM World HQ at live.com. We want to thank you so much for being with us tonight. Usual times are Sunday morning 11 a.m., Sunday evening 8 p.m., Wednesday evening 8 p.m. Tonight I had to walk to the store, and that's where I was at, getting some things for the house. And next is 7 messages from God. I got this picture up during the Sunday service, and I'm going to put it up again. 7 messages from Jesus, from Jehovah and His Son Jesus Christ. You will prosper. You will smile again. Your storm is over. You will find peace. You are forgiven. You are safe with me. That's what Jesus says to all of us. And then you are loved. And that's what we all say to each other, because Jesus gave the great commandment, love one another as I have loved you. Remain in my love as I did what the Father said, and remain in His love. Hallelujah. I know it's a summary point of that, but I figured why not? Let's go ahead and do it. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. James Farkas with you. Brother James Farkas with you. So thankful that y'all are here today, and we're going to go into Exodus in just a moment. What we're going to do now is our Bible on screen doc. There we go. And okay, we left off at the end of chapter 15. I preached 7 the first day, all the way up to 15 the end of 15 the next, and we're going to begin with Exodus chapter 16 verse 1. We'll go until the Lord tells me to stop. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation, the children of Israel, came unto the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, the 15th day of the 2nd month after their departing out of the land of Egypt. And the whole congregation of Israel murmured, or congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. You see where this is going. And the children of Israel said unto them, Would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full, for ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Then said the Lord unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them, whether they will walk in my law or no. And it shall come to pass on the 6th day, they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, At even, then ye shall know that the Lord hath brought you out from the land of Egypt. And in the morning, then ye shall see the glory of God, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we that ye murmur against us? Moses said, This shall be, and the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that the Lord heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord. And Moses spake unto Aaron, saying to all the congregation of the children of Israel, Come near before the Lord, for he hath heard your murmurings. And it came to pass, as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness and said, Behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in a cloud. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, At even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread. And ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up and covered the camp. In the morning the dew lay round about the host. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said to one another, It is manna. For they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, This is the bread which the Lord hath given you to eat. This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Gather of it every man according to his eating, an omer for every man, according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tents. The children of Israel did so, and gathered some more, some less. When they did meet it with an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over. He that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. And Moses said, Let no man leave of it till the morning. Notwithstanding they hearkened not unto Moses, but some of them left of it until the morning. They did bred worms and stank, and Moses was wroth with them. And they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating, and when the sun waxed hot, it melted. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man, and all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. And he said unto them, This is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake today, and sieve that ye will sieve. And that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. And they laid it up till the morning as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. And Moses said, Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto the Lord, and today ye shall not find it in the field. 6 days ye shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none. It came to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none. The Lord said unto Moses, How long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? See, for that the Lord hath given you the Sabbath. Therefore he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day. And the house of Israel called the name thereof manna, and it was like a coriander seed white, The taste of it was like wafers made with honey. And Moses said, This is the thing which the Lord commandeth. Fill an omer of it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread wherewith I have fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you forth from the land of Egypt. Moses said unto Aaron, Take a pot, and put an omer full of manna therein, and lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. As the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. The children of Israel did eat manna 40 years, until they came to a land inhabited. They did eat manna until they came into the borders of the land of Canaan. Now an omer is the 10th part of an ephah. And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin after their journeys according to the commandment of the Lord, and pitched in Rephidim. And there was no water for the people to drink. Wherefore the people did chide Moses, and said, Give us water that we may drink. Moses said unto them, Why chide ye with me? Wherefore do ye tempt the Lord? The people thirsted there for water. The people murmured against Moses, and said, Wherefore is this, that thou hast brought us out of Egypt to kill us, and our children and our cattle with thirst? Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, What shall I do unto this people? They be almost ready to stone me. The Lord said unto Moses, Go on before the people, and take with thee the elders of Israel and thy rod, wherewith thou smotest the river. Take in thine hand, and go. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb. Thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. And he called the name of the place Massah, Meribah, for the chiding of the children of Israel, because they tempted the Lord, saying, Is the Lord among us or not? Then came Amalek, and fought with Israel in Rephidim. Moses said unto Joshua, Choose us out men, and go out and fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in mine hand. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass, when Moses held up his right hand, that Israel prevailed. When he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him. And he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side, the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said unto Moses, Write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. That's right. Exodus 6:3 testified of Jehovah. There's the place, Jehovah Nissi. For he said, Because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Hallelujah. Chapter 18. When Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard all that God had done for Moses and Israel, his people, and that the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt, then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back, and her 2 sons, of which the name of one was Gershom, for he said, I have been an alien in a strange land. And the name of the other was Eleazar, for the God of my father said he was mine help, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife unto Moses in the wilderness, where he encamped at the mount of God. And he said unto Moses, I, thy father-in-law Jethro, am come unto thee, and thy wife, and her 2 sons with her. And Moses went out to meet his father-in-law, and did obeisance, and kissed him. They had asked each other of their welfare, and they came into the tent. Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done unto Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, and all the travail that had come upon them by the way, and how the Lord delivered them. Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness which the Lord had done to Israel, whom he had delivered out of the hands of the Egyptians. And Jethro said, Blessed be the Lord, who hath delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians, out of the hand of Pharaoh, who hath delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, for in the thing wherein they dealt proudly, he was above them. Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices for God. And Aaron came, and all the elders of Israel, to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before God. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people. The people stood by Moses from the morning into the evening. When Moses' father-in-law saw that all that he did to the people, he said, What is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning unto evening? And Moses said unto his father-in-law, Because the people come unto me to inquire of God. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the laws, the statutes of God and his laws. But Moses' father-in-law said unto him, The thing that thou doest is not good. Thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and this people that is with thee. For this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone. Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God. And thou shalt teach them the ordinances and the laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. Moreover, thou shalt provide of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them, to be rulers of thousands, and rulers of hundreds, and rulers of 50s, and rulers of 10s. And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee. If thou shalt do this thing, and God commanded thee so, then thou shalt be able to endure it. All this people shall also go to their place in peace. So Moses hearkened to the voice of his father-in-law, and did all that he had said. Moses chose able men out of all of Israel, and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, hundreds, 50s, and 10s. And they judged the people in all seasons. Hard causes they brought unto Moses, but in a small matter they judged themselves. And Moses let his father-in-law depart. He went his way into his own land. In the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day they came in the wilderness of Sinai. They were departed from Rephidim, and were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched in the wilderness. And there Israel camped before the mount. And Moses went up unto God, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all. For all the earth is mine. Ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded him. And all the people answered together and said, All that the Lord hath spoken we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto the people, and sanctify them today, and tomorrow let them wash their clothes, and be ready against the third day. For the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. Thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, Take heed to yourselves, that ye go not up into the mount, or touch the border of it. Whosoever toucheth the mount shall be surely put to death. There shall not a hand touch it, and he shall surely be stoned or shot through. Whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet soundeth long, they shall come up to the mount. And Moses went down from the mount unto the people, and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. He said unto the people, Be ready against the third day. Come not at your wives. It came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled. Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the nether part of the mount. Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire. And the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly. The voice of the trumpet sounded long, and waxed louder and louder. And Moses spake, and God answered him by a voice. And the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai and the top of the mount. And the Lord called Moses up to the top of the mount. And Moses went up. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go down, charge the people, lest they break through unto the Lord to gaze, and many of them perish. And let the priests also, which come near to the Lord, sanctify themselves, lest the Lord break forth upon them. And Moses said unto the Lord, The people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for thou chargest us, saying, Set bounds about the mount, and sanctify it. And the Lord said unto him, Away, get thee down, and thou shalt come up, thou and Aaron with thee. Let not the priests and the people break through to come up unto the Lord, lest he break forth upon them. So Moses went down unto the people, and spake unto them. At this point, we are going to finish. I do apologize I was late tonight. I know there are a lot of things that I do on a daily basis. I work a job 10 to 6:30, and then I do what I need to do at night. Tonight was usually a night that I am here on time. And unfortunately, I was 3 hours late. Well, almost 2.5 hours late. But forgive me for that, and I pray the Lord forgive me for my tardiness. My wife and I have no car. And that is the one thing we will work on getting, is a car. I pray each and every day in each and every way that we continue on the journey, that the spiritual journey that we're in now, and that is to do what we need to do to continue to learn the Bible. I know we did about 4 chapters tonight: 16, 17, 18, and 19. Thank you for that. We're going to stop here tonight. If you'd like to give a tithe, offering, or what have you, do it 2 ways. PayPal.me/JBM Vineyard. Haven't received a dime in it yet, because I would see an email about that. James Sparkus Ministries, PO Box 762, Manchester, Georgia 31816. Check or money order. You can also send letters there too. Prayer requests and testimony, jbmprayer@live.com. Booking for events and revivals, jbmworldhq@live.com. We did rebuild our Facebook page, but we are likely going to have to do something completely different, because Facebook is just not getting it. We got Twitter as well, JBM World HQ and JBM Prayer on Twitter as well. Our service times: Sunday morning 11 a.m., Sunday evening 8 p.m., Wednesday evening usually 8 p.m., but I know I've been working some nights and having to walk over to the store, things like that. So Wednesday evening, if it does get pushed to Thursday, there's a reason why, and we'll go to that in the WordPress. JamesSparkusMinistries.wordpress.com. It was on the bottom of the screen with my graphic. I want to thank you so much for watching. This is James Sparkus saying good night. Thank you for taking a walk in the vineyard with us. God bless you. We'll see you Sunday.